We even have two students tonight, and this is the first time in many years, actually can't remember, two students who were chosen to represent us on the national level at all national music honors ensembles. And I'm going to read their names, and they're going to come out here. So we have Javiel Acheron, Sarah Baker, Trisha Block, Sarah Christie, Caden Cook, Shannon Darby, Adrian Deo, Robin Gillespie, Zoe Galata, Skylar Headland, Lydia Hitchelmaz, Jason Greengold, Isabella Licata, Dylan McKay, Sophie Meeks, Vinny Palermo, Lauren Peralta, Mauricio Rodriguez, Sebastian Rose, Jaden Rudnicki, Carly Salzano, Anthony Sansevero, Morgan Stoles, Mason Vaughn, Emily Volforte, and Juliana Wadawa. Thank you, everybody. How about one more round of applause for all of them?
Mr. Janklich, I was misinformed. I was told Sachem was known for its athletics when I first had gotten here. And I see kids from Greece. I see kids from other performances I've seen. I see incredible instrumentalists and vocalists over these past few weeks as well. Really incredible job. Thank you so much for all you've done for our students and our teachers and our parents here tonight who are with us, grandparents, I'm sure, as well. You have any little brothers and sisters also? Maybe. Okay. But we're going to come around and take a picture. All right. Thank you so much. So we're going to take this picture here from the district, and then everyone can come up and take a picture. All right, no worries.
All right, everybody ready? Right here. 1, 2, 3. All right, stay right where you are. Parents.
Come on up, anyone else? Look at your parents, right? You want a picture, you're looking at them.
We got one more, guys. We're good. Thank you so much.
And then my second thing.
You got two there, right? Wow. We want to stay.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Wow, we really kind of emptied the room out a little bit, but our next recognition is incredibly impressive. She has a national recognition under her belt as a high school student who wrote an incredible essay about this country, what it means to her. And when I saw her video presentation of that by Ellis Island, right? Statue of Liberty behind your shoulder there, like that Liberty commercial, right? Where the guy is doing, it just like kind of shook me. Like, wow, look what we can do. Like, I'm proud of us because of you. So come up, Daniela. All right, please. Daniela Mayer, is that how we say your last name? Daniela, who's with you here tonight?
I have my mom and my dad right behind
Of
me.
course you do. Of course, right behind you, always probably, right?
Yes, always. They're amazing, and they're just the best support I could ever ask for.
Good to hear you say that. Let's give them a round of applause, right? I understand, Daniela, there are some gentlemen in the back here as well. Do you know who they are?
Yes, these are the amazing people at the VFW that just truly made this possible, and we're just also a great support, and we're rallying behind me throughout this whole process. So
That's incredible.
also thank you to
We're
them.
going to thank them for
Yes.
this and their service, right?
Yes.
And just before you get started, I see a former Sachem superintendent back here as well. I don't want to embarrass him. Mr. Ruck is here as well, right, Mr. Ruck? Thank you so much. Who played a role in this? So Danielle, we asked you to come up and read your essay, and you're going to read it. You have it all in your mind, right?
No, I have a paper.
Okay.
But
okay.
last time I did this, I was on a boat, so it's really good to be on some stationary
Holy
ground.
cow.
Yeah,
That
it was
is a little scary.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to be in a chair and be able to read this tonight.
Outstanding. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. America, where do we go from here? America is like a paint palette. With an endless array of chromatic possibilities, the palette in the hands of the people and the brush in that of the government, we in synchronicity can paint a beautiful picture. Each unique color represents the individuality of every U.S. citizen, and every color has an equal opportunity to change the painting in its own distinct way. With so many opportunities to paint with an endless wheel of color, why is the color scheme of the United States comparable to that of a 1940s television? So where do we go from here? Where do we go from the bare bones of a coloring book, a white page outlined with black lines, to a beautiful picture colored in with happiness and care? How do we represent the colors of America? We have these basic principles dyed into the flag that represents all of us as American citizens. But is that where we should draw the line? Figuratively, shouldn't we add more color to our nation? Green, to represent the landscape of our nation, the beautiful plains of Kansas to the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Yellow, to represent the sun that shines above all of us, the happiness and positivity we can collectively share, united and represented by our nation. Purple, to represent power, independence, and wealth. On our Star-Spangled Banner, we see a tricolored pattern, red, white, and blue. As Americans, we are taught to bleed these colors. The red symbolizes valor and perseverance, reminding us that as Americans, we can overcome anything. The white represents purity and innocence, the notion that we are free from foreign authority. The blue represents justice and vigilance to represent the strength of our nation. From the first day of kindergarten, we were instructed to stand up, face the flag, place our hands over our hearts, and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. It became second nature. The homeroom bells rang and the loudspeaker clicked on, and we rose and faced the flag as we do every other day. The words flow out of our mouth verbatim, flying over our heads without meaning. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So where do we go from here? From pledging our allegiance to the tricolored Star-Spangled Banner to painting our own picture with the paint palette of America. The simple answer? The answer is a word deriving from the Latin word unos, meaning one. The word is unity. Unity is the only way we can go from here. Unity is the way we can look at our neighbors to our left and to our right and see more than black and white, but the endless array of chromatic possibilities. In a nation so divided on perceptions of right or wrong, yes and no, black or white, in order to thrive, to go from here, we must unify. We must unite ourselves in one nation under God and be indivisible in order to achieve liberty and justice for all. It is no secret that the preamble of our Constitution begins with "we the people." The simple first three words of the document that defined our nation led us to the continuous answer to almost every debate in American history. As Americans, we tend to forget the importance of the preamble. We focus so much on our differences and forget that at the end of the day, we are all Americans. We are the people. Do not be mistaken. The diversity of our nation and the difference of opinion is what provides America with the foundation to be the nation that it is, the nation that promises liberty and justice for all. It is with these differences that our own original colors come back to us. Our colors, our endless array of chromatic possibilities, is what we use to paint the picture of America. What is the picture we paint as Americans? That is the picture of unity, a picture in which everyone contributes their own color, the picture that is colored in with happiness and care. So where do we go from here? The answer is simple. We must pick up our paint palettes and begin painting our unified picture. Thank you.
Daniela, who taught you to write like that?
I don't know. I've had some great English teachers that have really helped me out. I took AP seminar last year, which really helped my writing skills, but I just felt really inspired by the prompt, and I just really just tried to pour my heart out into it.
Thank you so much for that. Truly appreciate it. Again, I'll say how impressed I am with us. I'm going to steal some of that for a second and just say, I think it's incredible that your family and the district, together, village, right, came together and brought someone so special to the forefront like this. And what exactly did you win?
So I won a $30,000 scholarship at the national level. I was also awarded with the first place prize level within my high school, which was $500. I also have the opportunity to go to Valley Forge this coming June for a few days with the other winners from each of the 50 states, plus I believe the Pacific Islands and Europe. And I honestly just won the opportunity to spread my message to all these people and just connect with the nation as a whole, which was really, truly amazing.
Fantastic. Did your family fill out the PTA, the $500 scholarship from PTA for the students, for seniors?
I don't think so. I'm a junior. So.
Oh, you're a junior. That's
yeah.
right. Oh my gosh. I was pushing you out of here already.
No, I'm a junior.
Are you a history buff?
Yeah, I've always been kind of a history buff. There was a time when I was in third grade where my teacher asked me ask the class to how did America was founded? And I went on a 5 to 10 minute ramble of the American Revolution and the Civil War, which provoked a call home to my parents that night. So yeah, and I've also been obsessed with memorizing the presidents and just geography and that kind of thing. It's always just been.
How do you memorize the presidents? By initial, like Washington, Adams, Jefferson? How do you
do it?
Go ahead.
I can do it.
Go ahead.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Quincy Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden.
I was trying to keep up with her, but I really.
That's 2 times within a few months that I've had to do that in public now. It's been something I've been
you should
practicing
keep that
since
to
5th
yourself,
grade.
maybe, unless you.
Yeah,
you're
I've been
really
practicing
prepared to
since
do
5th
it.
grade. I truly, 5th grade me would be like dreamed of an opportunity like this.
So,
No,
are you going to be a history teacher? Do you know what you want to do?
definitely not. No.
Wait.
I don't want to teach. I personally don't have the patience for that.
Ah.
But I want to be an endocrinologist. I've been pretty set on it for a while now. And I also want to do something with journalism on the side.
On the side.
Yeah. I tell people I wanted to be like a celebrity gossip, but I don't know if that will come to be.
Maybe an influencer. My daughter's talking about being a
Maybe.
vlogger and an influencer, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But Danielle, and you're just so like, have you always been that way? Like some kids they're shy. Like I'm sometimes nervous behind here. You're not.
Honestly, I haven't really had too many opportunities like this, but I honestly love it. I love public speaking. I mean, I've spoken at a few board meetings when I was really little, like 8. But I truly just love public speaking, and I love theater, and I've always wanted to be a performer, but I don't have the talent that these musicians have. But this is my way to perform and be in front of an audience.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And go out for a play or a show next year. Do it. Just
Maybe.
step out and do it. Just
Maybe.
be part of the cast. My daughter, her first time, they did the Lion King.
Mm.
And some of her friends, they auditioned and they didn't get it, so they got to be grass. So
I'd be grass.
Grass came out.
I
and
could be
they
grass.
Did this.
I'd be a great grass.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
did this for like 10 minutes.
That's
for one
awesome.
thing.
Yeah.
But it right. It's all we're all contributing. We're all a part of
Yeah.
it. So Daniela, thank you so much.
Thank
Real
you.
credit to your family and the school district, and we're very proud of you. I'm sure these gentlemen here tonight supporting you are proud of you as well. So can we get a picture with you and the parents and our vets who are a part of this, Mr. Ruck as well? Please come up for a
Yes.
picture. Thank you so much.
Just stand in front of the ledge. Oh, yeah. You're good right there. Perfect. All right, ready? Right here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's okay. All right, we're good. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold right there. Actually,
We're not transported. We're good. Thank you. No, we're good.
So Danielle, 1776, right? That should be played.
Yeah. I think Hamilton too.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So yes, it was.
Hi, Mr. Rock.
Is that dry off?
Good night. Thank you. That's an English teacher.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to move on to our next phase of the superintendent's report. And superintendent's report is really just about, I'm going to embarrass him now, but one person. There's only one thing I'm going to talk about the superintendent's report tonight, and that is a confidant of mine, of the first phone call I made when I came to Sachem, a trusted friend and colleague, deputy superintendent, mentor, someone I go to pretty much about everything, and that is Mr. John O'Keefe. So we'll talk more about Mr. O'Keefe in the future, at a future date, a future time, but I could not end this superintendent's report or really discuss anything else other than to say that it is with real mixed emotions, and I know most likely the community has heard of this already today because bad news travels fast, but Mr. O'Keefe last night was appointed the business official, assistant superintendent for business in Great Neck Schools. And that is speaking of great, that is a great loss to Sachem Schools. I am very happy for him and his family. And any honor John ever receives is well-deserved. But he's brought a great deal to this district, to me personally. I know his presentations. Again, we'll spend more time talking about Mr. O'Keefe as we move forward and our process for trying to replace someone like Mr. O'Keefe. But I just needed to mention him tonight, thank him for his time here in Sachem, and for me personally, for smoothing some rocky roads for me as upon my arrival. So John, thank you. Congratulations. As I said, there'll be time for more, but could not go without that. I didn't expect to do that because we do these things, right? Kristen has a protocol, and we do these things at a certain place at a certain time. Right? We're not supposed to do that, but sometimes I take superintendent's privilege and I break the protocol. But again, thank you so much. And that concludes my superintendent's report. That's it.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on to the top of page 2. Letter F is the approval of minutes for the April 14th, 2022 regular meeting. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Scavo, seconded by Mr. Baumann. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. We do not have any visitors for the agenda. Number 3 is the BOCES budget and election. Letter A is the approval of Eastern Suffolk BOCES 2022-2023 annual administrative budget. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Scavo, seconded by Mr. Isernia. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Letter B is the election of members to the Eastern Suffolk BOCES Board. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Scavo, seconded by Mr. Isernia. Any questions? Sure.
I mean, I don't know any of the individuals here, although I've never heard anything bad about them. Rob, do you know any of them?
Yeah, I mean, I know, I think 3 or 4 of the 5 that are up there, they're all long-standing Eastern Suffolk BOCES trustees. They have tremendous amount of experience. They're actively involved. In fact, I think Lisa Israel is our liaison to Sachem. But they all have a very, very good reputation and have demonstrated extensive knowledge in how a BOCES operation runs. So
So no reservations, you mean?
No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
okay.
Yeah, they're very, very, very good trustees.
Anyone else? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Letter number 4 is business items, consent agenda A through C. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Reynolds, seconded by Mrs. Pickowitz. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. On page 4 towards the top is number 5, personnel teachers, consent agenda A through K. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mrs. Slattery, second by Mr. Baumann. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Please.
Just a quick shout out to a probationary appointment for Dana Asta as a teacher assistant. We recognized her hard work that she dedicated in Waverly as a substitute, and we've appointed her as a TA tonight. Congratulations.
On to page 7 is number 6, personnel support staff, consent agenda A through D. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Baumann, seconded by Mr. Reynolds. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. We'll flip to the bottom of page 8. Personnel administrators. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Scavo, seconded by Mr. Isernia. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Number 8 is contracts on page 9, consent agenda A through I. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Reynolds, seconded by Mrs. Pickowitz. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. We'll flip over to the bottom of page 11. A donation in the amount of $10,080. It's a donation of 504 copies of Empowering Our Children from the Nicosia Foundation, written by Sal Nicosia. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Scavo, seconded by Mrs. Slattery. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
Number 10 is field trips. Approval for the 2021-22 school year. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Reynolds, seconded by Mr. Isernia. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Number 11 on page 12 is the Committee on Special Education, consent agenda A through B. Can I please have a motion? Motion by Mr. Baumann, seconded by Mrs. Pickowitz. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Number 12 is monthly reports. Does anybody have a report? Please, Ms.
Thank you, Alex. I wasn't at the last meeting, but I just want to say thank you to the Budget Advisory Committee for all the work they put in. We spent a great deal of time diving through the budget, doing the analysis. I did have an opportunity to watch the presentation, so I was happy to see that it went off good. And then just also special thanks to Ron Sachs for putting in the time as well. So just want to say that.
Thank you, Vinny. Anyone else? Please.
It's kind of committee related. The parent workshop series, the 2 that I've watched so far are great. I know that they're on YouTube. I don't know if the last night's was. Last night's was
It
really
should be
great.
on by tomorrow.
Oh, but
Yeah,
okay,
Mr. Renda's working. I think he left it ready, but yes.
it was great, and I'm looking forward to the next one about social media.
Social media.
I think that's a big one that our parents should watch, and thank you for doing that. I know the PTA council and everybody who's involved. I think they're great. So if you could get the time to sit and watch them, they're really great.
Yeah, it's a great moment for a plug for that program, our parent workshops. We did one on social emotional mental health for our students, which is fantastic, and that is already on the YouTube channel. And we did last night school safety, which was obviously an important topic, always timely. And then lastly, we're doing one on you just said it.
Social media.
Social media, that's right. And that's going to be done by our own Mr. Wells, principal at Cayuga, who has a great presentation in store for us on that. And that'll be, again, provided via Zoom. Is that right, Ms. Hines? Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I could just let the board know that on May 11th, the audit committee will be meeting. That'll be the kickoff for the external audit. It'll be conducted over the summer. And it'll also be the review of the internal audit provided. And then once those drafts are reviewed by the committee, I'll get those to the board.
Thank you, Mr.
You're
O'Keefe.
welcome.
Anyone else? Number 13, letter A is public comment. We have nobody for public comment. We have nothing for board discussion items tonight. Does anyone have a future discussion item? Laura, did you raise your hand? I'm sorry. No. Our next meeting of the Board of Ed will be next week, next Wednesday, May 4th at 7 o'clock, right here in the Samoset Annex boardroom. Can I please have a motion and a second to enter into executive session to discuss the sale or lease of real property? Motion by Mr. Reynolds, seconded by Mr. Isernia. All in favor? Thank you, everyone.
I wanted to give everybody a gift. He did put his thumb up when he